We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Isotopes and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Dinelson Lamet, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
And that'll bring in Ken Griffey Sr. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this four-game weekend set. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And this is poured in at the letters, 2-1 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Doby will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Standing in now, Benito Santiago, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Nothing in 2, the count to Santiago.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
At the plate, Joe Morgan, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Hit toward the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
At the plate now, Joe Torre, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Morgan leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Greg Maddux gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
And that brings in the Cobra, Dave Parker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Skied into straightaway right. Evans on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, this club really needs Andrelton Simmons to turn it around. Last month, he turned in less than 20 hits. He's just been real inconsistent. That's not terrible, but it's not good either. And he's a guy that they need to be productive. I'm looking for a bounce back here.
In now, Larry Doby. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. The average at 284 to begin play. A dozen home runs, 53 RBIs. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Stan Musial stands in as he looks at a called strike. Comes set with the 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. Ball 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Full count, 3-2. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
And that'll bring in DH extraordinaire Edgar Martinez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play, 21 homers, and an even 70 RBIs. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. Now the pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Digging in, Dwight Evans. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. A ball and a strike.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Softly hit to the left side, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The next 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Longoria is retired, 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up to bat next, Delino DeShields. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though there are 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. In now, Omar Narvaez. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Too high. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs,
And on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
And he lays off for ball 1. On the ground is short. This could be two. Aparicio gloves it. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the second baseman, Nick Senzel. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Luis Aparicio. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. And a curveball in for a strike. Heading out toward shallow right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. So here now's the pitcher, Greg Maddux. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, and couldn't keep his hands back.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Back to the top of the order now, and striding toward the plate is Ken Griffey. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch. The next Cub up, Dinelson Lamet. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Fouled off. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now that's popped up. Longoria in foul ground makes the play. 1 away. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Dave Parker will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And there's out number 2. Striding in once again, Larry Doby. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. Aparicio fields it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So stepping in, Benito Santiago. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter.
Digging in to try it again. Joe Morgan. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Two and 1 to Joe Morgan.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Fouled away. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. That's down into left center for a base hit. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Joe Torre comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Morgan ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score. As they cut their deficit in half, it's a 2-1 game now.
The right fielder.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
So now to the plate, Dwight Evans. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw gets him 2 down. Now at the plate, Evan Longoria, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Longoria comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A pause and the 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Popped up. Lamet over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Cubs are on top 2-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stan Musial is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
And it's 1-1 to Stan the man. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Edgar Martinez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Got him to go down swinging there. Edgar Martinez becomes out number 2 this inning. Stepping in now, Evan Longoria. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Good waist pitch, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First offering on its way.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Popped up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
The bat, number 11.
So striding in, Louis Aparicio. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Lamet take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. Stepping in, Greg Maddux comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. Martinez. Digging in, Omar Narvaez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Evans has it, and there's 1 away.
Up next to the Cubs, not shortstop, Dinelson.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. No balls and a strike to count. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Nick Senzel. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, and it's even at 1. In there, 1-2 now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ken Griffey. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes a left fielder around first. He's digging for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Benito Santiago is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Runner at second, 1 away, and Joe Morgan strides up to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Musial is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joe Torre. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Again, another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dave Parker. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now the 2-0. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Settling in now, Larry Doby, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Digging in now, Dwight Evans. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Right side, hit hard. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. At the plate, Evan Longoria as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No hits to this point. 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Now the 2-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Parker has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
The center fielder, number 2, Delino.
Ready once again, Delino DeShields. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. So striding forward now, Louis Aparicio. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base.
For the traditional 7th inning.
At the plate, Stan Musial. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was laid on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez. Nope. 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swing and a ground ball for Aparicio at short. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Brandon Workman will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Brandon Workman.
George Brett will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Comes into play here at 273. 7 homers and 32 driven in. 0-1, here's the pitch. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And this one will bounce into the wall. He'll get it into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Comes set and the 0-1. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
He's going to be looking down at the third base coach right now, hoping he takes this bunt sign off. It's just a lost art in today's game.
Hit out towards second. Senzel brings it in. Simmons on to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the one out.
First offering on its way. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The batter
stepping in and ready for another shot. Joe Morgan, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this one's in the dirt. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Sharp ground ball to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher to tell you about. That's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006. The 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be the power hitting catcher, Omar Narvaez. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit out towards second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
The batter
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next will be the speed threat, Nick Senzel. Ball one, Miller, a veteran at 35 years of age. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Tommy Pham will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. In there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Too high. 1-2. Hopped up. Miller is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their. Amir Garrett comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 15.
All set for the start of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Joe Torre. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Senzel onto the grass. He's there and records the first down.
Now back to right field.
So digging in now, Dwight Evans. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Garrett features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of that on. He throws hard, and this slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he can throw this pitch 3-4 times in a row and still make hitters look bad.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Senzel's got it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.